Howdy toddy, everybody out there in YouTube modeling community. This is Tommy with Colonel Reb Scale Models coming at you with a little quick video on a few pickups that I did today, just in my rounds doing some shopping this morning, running errands. Near our house there's a Office Max that is going out of business, or relocating, I guess, or going out of business, I'm not sure. But for a couple of weeks they've had a going out of business sale, getting rid of everything. So I stopped by there today looking for a desk that we were wanting to get for my daughter that we saw a few weeks ago, and I just wanted to stop by there today and check to see if it was still there. If it was, I was going to offer them a few bucks, since it was, it's been several weeks since they've been trying to get all this stuff out of there. And it was some slim pickings, I tell you. They've done a good job of getting rid of everything. But I walked around for about 20 minutes looking around just to see what I could find as far as office supplies. And I found these few items. Everything was marked down from 80 to 70%. Today only they had an extra 10% going. So I looked around and I found a few items. This is some black ink, just refill for I guess like a stamp or something. So I was going to give it a try. I saw S. Roth had put his video up recently about paints and stuff and mentioned to doing a wash with the ink, so I might try that. I got these two tapes. They are they're a washi tape. I don't know what that means. They got all these decorator patterns on. I got this one because I like that pattern, that black and grayish white. It's actually a kind of a off-white. It's a pretty thick roll. This one wound up, I think, costing maybe $1.50 down from $5. This one, I think after all discounts, it's a smaller roll, as you can see. I did like that green. I'm thinking of doing that for some interior on some wild looking, maybe an Impala or something in the future. It's like a masking tape. I've opened this one and checked it out. It seems pretty cool. It's smooth, and I like that pattern. So this one actually was probably what, 40 cents, something like that, from marked down from like $3 or $3.50 or something. Index cards, like 70 cents or something like that. I've got a little box of index cards because I make notes when I'm watching these videos of who does what and what tips they have, and so I can go back as a guide. So I just got these little divider cards, A to Z, so I can get it alphabetized and organized more. And then these two pens I picked up as I was walking out. I just came across they had all these pens and stuff loose, and these are two fine point Sharpies. This is an orange and a yellow, and I've actually just used this yellow one kind of like almost like a touch-up pen on the Snap Build Camaro. So you can see it's that fine point, and it actually did pretty well, so I'm pretty pleased. So all of these items here that you see, this was less than $5. I think it was like $4 and a quarter or something like that. So I thought that was pretty good. These other two things I wanted to show you. This is just some containers. You can never have enough of these little snap tight containers. I picked these up at a Dollar Tree. Everything in the store is $1. Some of the stuff is not good quality, I found out on things, even stuff that we use in the house and cooking and stuff. Like aluminum foil is very thin. You could almost use it as a bare metal foil. It's so thin. Doesn't hold up well in the oven though. And this amazing oxygen orange, it's a degreaser, and I've used it in the kitchen. It actually works pretty good, and I tried it on dechroming some parts, and it actually works pretty good. I'd soaked some before, just overnight, and came back and they were fine. Last night I was taking some this Snap Kit Camaro, why I have no idea, has brake rotors that you can't even see once the wheels are put on. But anyway, I decided to dechrome them and then just paint them steel in case you can see it, and just to try out this and see how quick it would do it. And I actually dropped them in. I could literally sit there and watch the chrome disappearing and dissipating. So it actually works pretty good. You might want to give it a try. This bottle again is $1. I mean, you're talking 32 ounces and it's $1. So those are the things that I picked up from those two stores. And let me just show you, be right back and show you what I picked up from the visit to Hobby Lobby, my favorite store. Okay, fellas, I'm back. So these are my pickups from the clearance table at Hobby Lobby. Now this Hobby Lobby is different than the one I went to and showed you the other day. This one never seems to have as much on the clearance as far as models go. But it's nearby where I was doing the other shopping, so I decided to swing on by. I always have my coupon and in the car, and I picked these up. So this was, like I said, there's like 6 or 7 of these on the table. So this is the Iwo Jima flag raisers, which I think I've seen somebody put up a video recently of putting together, or starting to put together. Maybe it was a kit review. Artillery, as you can see, the price $16.99 normally, which I think is outrageous, by the way, marked down to $3.66. So I couldn't pass on that. I don't like artillery now anymore after my ordeal with the longbow, but you know, I'll tell you that story in just a second. So here is this cool Ohio George 30s Willys gasser. Now this is the kit that I know somebody was building the other day. I think it's a, not like a snap type, but I mean it's darn close. But you know, it's got this cool look where it looks like it's coming right off the line, kind of comical. I thought it would be really just something fun to build real quick. Got this one marked down again, $19.99, which is still pretty steep. Marked down to $4.31. What's interesting about this kit is that I was at this same Hobby Lobby maybe a month and a half ago, maybe a month, and they had both versions, which actually I like this version better, the Stone Woods and Cook one. I like the front end better. And at the time, it was marked down to like $7.90 something like that. So I started to get it, and then I changed my mind, put it back. Now neither one of the stores has that blue, the dark blue one. They only have the Ohio George. But again, for $4.31, I mean, you know, couldn't pass up on that. And then with my coupon, I was looking around trying to find something to buy on the coupon. So I got this, the one coat lacquer. This is what is it? Icy blue. So I was going to use this one on this kit instead of that. I don't really like that pale looking sky blue. You know, it doesn't, to me it doesn't, I just don't like the color. So I thought this would be a nicer color, and I've got a couple of cans of this of different colors, and I haven't used it yet, so I might, you know, I wanted to get another one just to give it a try, see how it works. I know I've seen several builders out there that use the one coat lacquers and say they work pretty well. And then also, I don't think I brought it down, but I picked up at Michael's, another, you know, using another coupon there, I picked up a display case to put my son's one of the snap builds that he's finished. That's part of the Mad Modelers group build. He got that one finished, so I wanted to put it in another case, and got it. You know, $9.99 was regular price. With the 40% off coupon, it was like $6.40 or something like that. Which those are really cool. I'm gonna come back in just a second and show you that one, then I'll tell you the story about the Artillery. Okay, fellas, this is the custom cases, the plastic cases that I usually get. I like these better than the ones they carry at Hobby Lobby. I can't remember that brand. These are carried at Michael's, but this is a Revell. And the reason I like it is because A, it's got this cool looking scene in the back, which, you know, those can be changed, and the ones from Hobby Lobby, they have the box itself you can cut up and have different background displays, like the inside of a garage, you know, the outside or whatever. But what I like about this one is I like the fact that it's got the deeper base, and it actually has holes drilled into the base to where you can take wire and actually secure the model to the base. So of course, you know, with my son especially, it's good, because then if he does get the top off, which they're not easy to get off because they're pretty secure once they're on there, then, you know, he wouldn't be able to necessarily get it off there. And, you know, plus with these other ones, and people have mentioned it before as far as the rolling cars, and why some people don't like to have the wheels roll is because they'll roll off. Well, with this kind of base, if you got it displayed in here, you never have to worry about it rocking back and forth or moving in the case if you're moving them around or something like that. So they're basically the same price. I think at Hobby Lobby the other ones are like $9.99 as well. So, but these are the ones that I prefer. So getting back to the Artillery, you know, in my previous video I'd mentioned getting that Longbow Apache that was missing the canopy for $1.50. So, you know, I thought about it, and then a couple of the viewers out there had mentioned, well, you know, why don't you just, you know, send them an email, write them, call them, or whatever, and see if they'll just send you a part. So I did that. I sent them a email, told a little bit of a white lie by saying that I had bought the box, bought the kit several months ago, and I just now opened it, because, you know, that's what a lot of us modelers do. We just buy kits and then don't necessarily open them right away. So I said that once I opened the kit, I noticed that the canopy and the clear part sprue was gone. So the response that I got initially was that no problem, they could send me the part, the canopy, as long as I paid post and management cost of €5. Now, the kit itself, when I went back and looked on Amazon stuff, you can pick it up for $12.99. Here they wanted to charge me $6.25, $6.50 US to send the part. So, of course, I replied back saying that, you know, that I was disappointed in their attitude as far as, you know, servicing their customers, that it was ridiculous that I would pay that amount for a kit and then have to turn around and pay, you know, almost half of the cost of the original kit for postage and management costs, which I still don't understand the management costs. And, you know, my career has been in the service industry, so, you know, my thoughts are you take care of the customer. And I know people that lie and scam and stuff, and you know, oh well, you just kind of deal with it. It's part of doing business, the way I look at it, as long as you make the customer happy. The customer's not always right, in my opinion, but, you know, that's the face that you have to put on when you're dealing with the public a lot of times. And for those of you out there who do it, you know what I'm talking about. Because Lord knows I've been screamed at, cussed at, threatened with violence, guns pulled on me, all kind of stuff in my career. But, you know, you do what's necessary, you kind of write it off. And here I am thinking, and what I was explaining to them was that, you know, I'm part of your customer base. There's plenty of other kits that people can choose to buy that for $6 or €5, they're going to lose a customer, because I told them I'd never buy another kit again, of course. And, you know, it just wasn't worth it, I mean, in my opinion. And, you know, it was just funny. So and I still don't understand the management costs. I asked him about that, and the initial response, the second response from the guy was, because I told him, I said, you know, I don't understand why I should have to pay to replace a part that wasn't in the kit, and, you know, for a mistake that they would have made at the factory. So his reply was that their kits apparently are all checked personally by staff, employees, and that in essence what he was saying was that we don't make mistakes, therefore your story doesn't hold water. So of course, you know, in my final email I just really blasted them on that, you know, saying that something to the effect that I didn't realize that Italary was the only corporation in the entire world where their employees made no mistakes and were perfect 100% of the time. So anyway, you know, it went on for a few paragraphs of ranting and raving and stuff like that. So we'll see. I haven't gotten a response. Didn't get a response this morning. So I'm waiting to see if they are going to respond, because I told them I wasn't going to send them the money. And you know, I just wouldn't do business with them, and I would let my modeling community know and my forums know of what kind of service that they did. Because, you know, I haven't done it myself, but I hear a lot of you talking about the different modeling brands that are very good about, if you send them a request for a part, they'll send it to you. It might take a few weeks, but you'll get it. Some, you know, I haven't heard of any that will charge you. I have heard some that just won't do it, or, you know, they, like in this case, they make you pay for the part. Well, in this case, actually not paying for the part, but paying for the postage, but, you know, it's almost the same thing. So didn't know what y'all's thoughts are on that. I'm sure there are some that, you know, for you really experienced modelers have been buying kits and dealing with these companies for so long that you know which ones are good with customer service, which ones are not. So anyway, so those are my pickup, guys. I just wanted to post that. Still working on the modelers snap build. I'm going to get back up to working on that now. I just took a break from actually working on it to do this video, and then try to get an update. Probably, I thought I would do one tonight, but I guess I'm not. Got delayed with life things, you know. So anyway, so you guys take it easy, and we'll see you next time.